So you might be wondering, why are gaming phones still a thing? I've heard that question plenty of times over the past few years, and with the release of the Asus ROG Phone 5, it's a fair question to ask. In this video, I'll cover 3 major reasons why I think gaming phones still have their place. When the Razer phone created the gaming phone market in 2017, it rolled out with unique features rarely, if ever, seen in smartphones. A high refresh rate screen, bin processors, copper vapor chambers, and in-your-face gamer aesthetics. But in the years since, many of those gaming features have trickled down to mainstream phones from companies like Samsung, OnePlus, and many more. After this, people started to ask, why are gaming phones still a thing? But don't be fooled. Despite the mainstream adoption of some of their features, these fire-breathing, enthusiast-focused devices continue to innovate. As someone who has covered many of the most popular gaming phones, here are 3 key features, beyond their raw power, that help phones like the Asus ROG Phone 5 stand out from the mainstream masses. As an audio engineer by trade, I've always put great audio at the forefront of my purchasing decisions. Unfortunately, the trend in most major smartphones has been to sacrifice audio, like removing the headphone jack, and it hurts my heart. Phones rarely have great speakers and/or digital analog converters. Sure, there are companies like LG who tout quad DACs and crystal sound OLED technology, but most phone makers treat audio as lip service. On top of that, most people have moved to Bluetooth headphones and prefer slim bezels to big booming built-in speakers anyway. Then there's the Asus ROG Phone 5. It, and most gaming smartphones, packs front-facing stereo speakers that will make your ears quiver. The sound that comes out of the ROG Phone 5 will blow your mind after using a normal smartphone speaker. And even though I have plenty of headphones, sometimes I don't always want to put something in or on my ears. The rich sounding speakers of a gaming phone is perfect for us audio nerds. Even better, some gaming phones have stubbornly clung to the timeless 3.5mm headphone jack. After leaving it off in last year's body, Asus has brought back the headphone jack in the ROG Phone 5. This means that whether you are in vertical or horizontal orientation, you can plug in your favorite pair of headphones and blast away. Now, I don't always want to pair a console controller to game on my phone or strap on a device like the Razer Kishi. Most gaming phones now offer extra control options that aren't present on mainstream handsets. The Asus ROG Phone 5 Ultimate, for example, has 6 control inputs via touch-sensitive buttons. Strap on the Aeroactive Cooler 5 and you actually get 2 physical buttons along the backside. The ROG Phone 5 now also features the ability to map motion control to inputs for even more options. Having those extra inputs can make all the difference when you're playing games like Call of Duty Mobile or Fortnite. Some games don't support controllers whatsoever or limit them to specific uses, so gaming phones provide a definitive advantage as opposed to relying on touchscreen only methods. In a typical game of Call of Duty Mobile, I map the left bumper trigger to aiming down the sights of the gun, with the right bumper trigger mapped to firing. This frees up my thumbs to focus on moving my character and aiming. Without the extra bumper triggers, I would have to pause movement with either thumb to press a button to fire, making me a much easier target. And even though I tend to just use the 2 shoulder buttons the most, it's always nice to have more options. So this last one comes down to personal preference, but I've had my fill of boring black slab phones and appreciate when designs vary from the norm. Gaming phones offer that in spades. The original Razer phone was actually my favorite gaming phone in terms of build and style. That thing was built like a damn tank, but remained subtle enough not to scream, "I'm a gamer." While I wasn't a huge fan of the way the first ROG phone looked compared to the Razer phone, Asus has evolved the look along the way. The special edition ROG Phone 5 Ultimate is a beautiful monochromatic design that is equal parts sleek and stylish. It even features a small display on the back that you can customize. I put a picture of my cat on mine. Apple would never experiment with such an idea. And that's the key, really. Fully loaded, enthusiast-class gaming phones help push the entire mobile ecosystem forward, and I'm thrilled that manufacturers like Asus continue to innovate in the space. Mainstream phones might not have adopted features like vapor chambers and high refresh rate screens as quickly if gaming phones didn't blaze the trail first. Fingers crossed that gaming phones are here to stay as a place for companies to try out exotic new ideas with more hardcore users, and that more of their innovations keep pushing mainstream phones to blistering and fun new levels. So tell me, why do you like your gaming phone? Drop your answer down in the comments below and be sure to subscribe to Tech Advisor for even more mobile coverage.